He had his passport, his ticket, his bags were packed the night before, he showed up 2 hours early, but he never boarded that flight, not because of security, not because of weather, because of one small mistake, something most travelers don't even think about. And in 2026, airports are stricter than ever. Coming up, you'll see why one wrong name on a ticket gets you stopped cold, why your carry-on could legally get you banned from boarding, and why thousands of travelers are getting denied at the gate right now over a rule most people have never even heard of. Stay with this. Mistake number 7, the name Mismatch. Trap. This is one of the fastest ways travelers get denied boarding, and most don't even realize it. A woman books her flight online. She uses her nickname Maggie instead of her legal name Margaret. She's done it before, no problem, until 2026. She gets to the check-in counter, bag on the scale, phone in hand, ready to go. The agent types her name, looks at the screen, looks back at her passport, types again, then says, "I'm sorry, there's a name discrepancy. We can't process your boarding pass." Airlines and border agencies now run strict name-matching software tied directly to government databases. In 2026, this system is more aggressive than it has ever been. If your ticket name doesn't match your passport exactly, even one letter off, you can be flagged and denied boarding. Imagine standing at the check-in counter, bags ready, trip planned for months, and being told you can't fly over a name, consequence, missed flight, rebooking fees. In some cases, a security review that holds you for hours. Your entire trip gets derailed before you've even reached the gate. This isn't a rare edge case, it's actively enforced at airports right now. Quick tip, always book using your full legal name exactly as it appears on your passport. Middle names matter too, depending on the airline. Double check before you pay. Spend 10 seconds now or spend hours fixing it at the airport. And before your next trip, subscribe to Fly Migros for weekly airport rules and travel warnings. One tip could save your entire trip. The next mistake catches even frequent flyers off guard. Mistake number 6, expired travel documents. You didn't notice a father is heading overseas with his family. He checks his passport, 6 months left. He thinks that's fine. It's not. Picture this, he's at the check-in counter. His kids are excited. His wife has the hotel booked. Dinner reservations are made. The whole trip is planned down to the last detail. And the agent looks up and says, "Sir, we can't let you board." He asks why. The agent explains the destination country requires 6 months of validity beyond the travel date. His passport expires in exactly 6 months. That's 1 day short of the requirement. 1 day? Over 60 countries require your passport to be valid for at least 6 months beyond your travel date, not your return date, your travel date. Airlines now check this at check-in. Recently, carriers have been instructed to verify this more carefully than ever before, and if you don't meet the requirement, they will deny you boarding on the spot. No exceptions. No supervisor can override it. No manager can wave you through. The rule is the rule. Consequence? You stay behind. Your family flies without you, or everyone misses the trip. Months of planning gone in 30 seconds at a check-in desk. And passport renewals don't happen overnight. Quick tip, check your passport expiry date right now before this video ends. If it's within 8 months of your travel date, renew it before you book anything. But the next mistake? It's one most people make the day before they fly. Mistake number 5, checking in too late or not at all. A traveler shows up at the airport confident. He didn't check in online, but the flight isn't for another 90 minutes. Should be fine, right? Wrong. In 2026, airlines are overselling flights more aggressively than ever, and this is happening more often than most people realize. When you don't check in early, you move to the bottom of the priority list. If the flight is overbooked, you're the first one bumped. And here's what that actually looks like. You're standing at the gate, bag on your shoulder, boarding pass ready. You're watching every other passenger scan through, row by row, family by family, business class, economy, everyone moves. Then the agent turns to you. "I'm sorry, sir. The flight is full. Your seat has been reassigned. Your seat gone. Legally. Some airlines now close gate check-in 45 to 60 minutes before departure, not 30. The rules changed quietly. Most travelers have no idea, no announcement, just a new policy that costs you your seat. Consequence: denied boarding. Stuck waiting for the next available flight, which could be hours or a full day later. And in most cases, the airline owes you nothing if you didn't check in on time. You agreed to the terms when you bought the ticket. Quick tip: check in online the moment your check-in window opens, usually 24 to 48 hours before departure. Set a reminder. Don't wait until the morning of your flight. Most travelers don't even realize this next one is a rule. Mistake number 4. Carry-on bag weight and size violations. Here's something that's getting travelers stopped more than ever in 2026. A man is at the gate. He's been flying carry-on only for years. Same bag, same trips, never had a problem. The gate agent pulls out the size gauge and points at his bag. He lifts it up. It doesn't fit in the frame. He's confused. He argues, "This bag has always fit. I've flown with it dozens of times." The agent doesn't move. "Sir, policy changed in January. That bag needs to be checked. Doesn't matter what worked before. Airlines are now enforcing size and weight limits at the gate harder than ever because cabin space is at a premium and policies have quietly changed. What was allowed last year may not be allowed today." In 2026, several major carriers reduced carry-on size allowances. Some introduced weight limits for cabin bags. You won't always see a big announcement about it. No email, no alert, just a gate agent with a measuring frame and a card machine for the fee. And if your bag fails, you pay. Right there, on the spot, often at the highest possible rate. Consequence: forced to check the bag at a steep last-minute fee, or in some cases, denied boarding if you refuse or can't pay. A gate bag fee can cost 2 to 3 times the normal checked baggage rate. Quick tip: before every trip, check that airline's current carry-on policy directly on their website. Measure your bag at home. Weigh it before you leave. Don't rely on what worked before. If you travel, often subscribe to Fly Migros now. These rules are changing faster than most people realize. We track them every week, so you don't have to. But the next mistake is the one that's catching even experienced travelers off guard. Mistake number 3. Missing destination entry requirements. A couple books a spontaneous trip. They don't need a visa they checked, flights booked, hotel confirmed. They're excited. What they didn't check: the destination country now requires a digital travel authorization, and most travelers don't even know it exists. This approval isn't stamped in your passport, but without it, you can't board. It costs a small fee, takes a few minutes to apply. But without it, the airline won't let you board. Period. The couple finds out at the check-in counter. The agent asks for their travel authorization. They look at each other. What authorization? More countries now require this digital travel authorization before you fly. Airlines are responsible for checking it, and they will not risk carrying a passenger who doesn't have proper entry clearance. This is one of the fastest growing reasons for denied boarding in 2026, and most people only find out about it when it's too late. Consequence: denied boarding at the departure airport before you've even left your home country. Your trip ends in the terminal you started in. The hotel is booked, the flights are paid for, and you're sitting at home. Quick to tip: at least 2 weeks before travel, search entry requirements for every country you're visiting, including layover countries. Check for digital authorizations, health forms, and travel insurance requirements. Don't assume a valid passport is enough. It no longer is. Think that's bad? The next mistake is costing people their seats every single day. Mistake number 2: arriving at the airport too late. This one sounds obvious, but hear this out. A traveler is flying out of a major international hub. He's been to this airport dozens of times. He knows the layout. He knows the shortcuts. He knows exactly how long it takes. He leaves home with what he thinks is plenty of time. Except today, a new security screening protocol is active. A checkpoint that didn't exist last month. The queues stretch further than he's ever seen. He's checking the time every 30 seconds, shuffling forward, watching the clock, heart rate rising. He finally clears security, runs to the gate, 4 minutes to spare. Gate's closed. He can see the plane through the window. It's still there, sitting at the terminal. He bangs on the desk, begs the agent. Doesn't matter once the gate is closed, it is closed. In 2026, airlines are closing gates earlier, some 20 to 25 minutes before departure for international flights. Not 10, not 15. And recently, new biometric verification lanes are causing massive bottlenecks when systems go down, which happens more than anyone admits. Consequence? Gate closed, flight missed. Rebooking is entirely at your expense in most cases. One slow queue, and the whole trip falls apart. Quick tip, add an extra 45 minutes to whatever time you think you need. For international flights, aim to be at security at least 2.5 to 3 hours before departure, not 2. The airport is not the same as it was 2 years ago. And now the number one mistake, the one that blindsides people who think they've done everything right. Mistake number 1, not knowing you're on a watch list or have a flag on your file. This is the one nobody talks about. A business traveler experienced, professional, frequent flyer gets to the check-in counter. He travels every month. He knows the drill. The agent looks at the screen, types something, pauses longer than usual, types again, picks up the phone, calls a supervisor. The traveler hasn't done anything wrong, no criminal record, no suspicious activity. But there's a flag on his file, a name that partially matches someone on a watch list, a data error from a previous trip, an unpaid departure fee from a country he transited through 2 years ago, one he never even knew existed. In 2026, airlines and border agencies share data in real time across multiple countries. Flags don't just affect entry at the destination, they can stop you from boarding before you even leave your home country. And the worst part? These flags appear with zero warning. No letter, no email, no phone call. You'll find out at the counter. While everyone else moves through the line, you're pulled to the side. Agents are asking questions. Other passengers are staring. Your flight is boarding, then it's gone. In some cases, travelers are cleared after an hour of questioning. In others, they miss the flight entirely. And clearing a data flag formally through official channels can take weeks or even months. Consequence? Denied boarding, security questioning, delays that can destroy your travel plans completely. And until the flag is resolved, every future trip carries the same risk. Quick tip, if you travel internationally, check your traveler status in advance. If you've ever been flagged, stopped, or questioned at any border, look into traveler redress programs available in your country. Know your status before you reach the airport, not after. And these aren't rare mistakes. They're happening at airports every single day. Any one of them can end your trip before it starts. Don't let it be you. Subscribe to Fly Migris so you never get caught off guard at the airport again.